Hi guys, welcome back. This is continuation of my last video when I talked about the Obama's agenda and the supporter promoted agenda of Obama. But anyway, I was talking about this slaying the girl here. She was killed in Chicago, and this is where Obama was from. And I found it very strange that she was killed in Chicago in a park by gangs, or gangs that was shooting out, like the revenge kind of thing, what they call a feud between gangs. And she got, we understood, she got in the middle of it and got shot. And said that the government hopped the fence and opened fire on a group of young people. And since she was a majorette at a college there, at King's College, and the First Lady, Michelle Obama, attended her funeral there, the girl's funeral in Chicago, on Saturday. And her parents, strange enough, her mother's name was Cleopatra, okay, and that kind of like popped out because the name Cleopatra is, you remember Cleopatra back in history in ancient Egypt time? Okay, you probably want to know where I'm going with this, but it kind of makes me suspicious that, well, the girl's name being Hadaya, and I looked that name up, and it was an ancient African name from Ethiopia. And you probably would be familiar that Ethiopia has connections in ancient times with the Bible, and there was people named Hadaya as well, and the language of the Hadayan people. Well, what I'm trying to get at is that they were a Cushite group of people there in Africa. But I'm probably getting in somewhere too deep, but basically what this girl, they could probably would have picked any child that was killed, okay, in gun violence. So Obama's agenda is to try to get rid of our guns. It's not just assault rifles, I believe, but I think it's guns in general. And so the parents of this girl sat with the First Lady during the Tuesday speech of the State of the Union address, and which did expect to mention gun violence, among other things. And their attendance there was first reported to the Chicago Tribune. But the White House official spoke on conditions that the guest list wasn't to be announced who was going to be there. That's interesting too. Why that wasn't disclosed. But there's also an article here I had where prosecutors, why Hadaya was shot because she was just there. And but this all plot thickens in regards to this young girl being killed by rival gangs. And there's over 50 pictures here of this particular event. So I'll leave the link so you all can look through the pictures. But it tells about the story about the young girl and all. And there was they said there was a surveillance video that captured a white Nissan that two used to fled after the shooting and all. And so no, not to get into the what had happened to the girl. The thing is, it's like I said, if they could have used any child in this to let's see, how could I say this? To bring about their agenda to get rid of our guns, okay, to destroy the Second Amendment. This is Obama's goal all the way. Has the First Amendment been destroyed? Yeah, pretty much. Now they're working on the second agenda. What would be next? The third, and so on. Just the entire Constitution, throw it out. Well, that's what Obama's trying to do. Now, in this interesting article, during his State of Union address, there was a lot of things that he mentioned that was quite aggressive, as they put it, which he never stopped trying to marginalize and fragment the Republican Party, which I mentioned in the last video. He's wanting to be dictator. He's wanting to get rid of everyone there in the Senate so he can have complete rule. That's basically what Obama's goal is. So we'll just have a dictator here in the United States. And but the way I understand it, that the Democrats would have control of the House, and it will return to the Democrats' rule in 2014, if you follow me, and where our government will be basically, it would be a democratic nation and not a republic. And because actually our country is a republic, so they're trying to get on a democratic status right now, and that's a play on words, democratic demons. Okay, I never did really like that word, but Obama will not mention the assassination of Ambassador Stevens in Benghazi during his speech. Okay, that's the one thing about it, that he'll mention a slaying of the young girl in Chicago. And so he wouldn't have mentioned that he was, or what he was doing during the 8 hours of the Benghazi attack, and why he made no attempt to communicate with his military leadership during that time. Okay, Obama will not discuss the importance of his and Eric Holder's smuggling assault weapons and high-capacity magazines into Mexico for sale to the Mexican drug cartels. Now, I'm going to really stick it to some people that are listening to this, but let me tell you something. It is for real with the Mexican drug cartel bringing drugs into this country. Yeah, I understand that the government has a lot to do with it. They have control of it, and they're the one that basically has it legally sold out in the streets, so you really can't stop it. We have been told in the past to forget about the Fast and Furious because there's nothing there of significance, really. Let's look that up, can't we? Obama will probably not even touch on the North Koreans' announcement that they exploded a miniature nuclear device every Tuesday morning, probably in recognition of his speech. It says a miniature nuclear weapon would be the kind of weapon terrorists would like to put on ICBM and use to target U.S. West Coast cities. And, well, don't forget the Chinese, too. And Obama will talk about the massive budget deficit, and he will blame the deficit on the Republicans because they have not allowed the significant increase of taxes on the evil rich. Obama will not bother to explain the tax increases only affect that the rich who are working and growing our economy. Well, can you just spread that out a little bit? What's about the rest of us trying to work on the economy too? Well, it's all for the rich, right? So they're going to try to get rid of the rest of us. Sounds like it. Obama will also not mention that there will be no tax increases on Obama's friends who earn primarily investment incomes on their wealth and also choose not to do much actual productive work. Obama will demand that tough new laws be instituted to limit the kind of guns and gun accessories innocent citizens can own. Guns, the National Rifle Association, and white people will be demonized. Ouch. That hurt. Obama will shamelessly use the parents of a 15-year-old shooting victim, Hadiya Pendleton, as a human shield for his gun demonization efforts. Hadiya was shot in Chicago shortly after she returned from Washington and the inauguration of Obama. She was apparently an unattended victim of gun violence. No, that sounds suspicious. Very suspicious. As after she returned from Washington and the inauguration of Obama, huh? Doesn't that sound really suspicious, guys? Obama will also push for moving illegal aliens quickly to citizenship so they can vote for Democrats. Okay? Obama will resist any increase in security on our borders and any enforcements of voter ID laws. I would might as well, kiss America goodbye, guys. Because what I need to talk about next is why God is bringing judgment on America. Well, Obama is part of our judgment, okay? Because we keep making the same mistakes over and over and over again. We can expect one of the harshest Obama divisive speeches ever, because he is dividing this country. It will be filled with class and racial warfare implications. Okay? And he's not holding back either. Obama will try to continue to divide our nation to achieve his destructive objectives. Okay, and I'm talking about the black Americans. Guys, you have to start waking up. If you want this country to get back where it was, or at least halfway, well, we need the Lord to heal our land. And you have to agree, we can't be fighting, because he wants this country divided so he can continue to destroy this country. And can you imagine what this country will be like when it's completely destroyed? I don't think you can really imagine that, or just really wrap around that. Just think about that. And I'll talk to you guys later, because I am running out of time. Because that's why I wanted to mention up about the slain girl, and it just sounded too suspicious. And if this poor girl was used as a sacrifice to bring in his satanic agenda, I think that's pretty bad, if you really can't see that, because I saw it coming. That's why I just wanted to bring that up to you guys. Well, until next time, Jesus loves you guys. And so do I, because he's coming back real soon to end all this tyranny once and for all, and end the powers of Satan forever. And until next time, I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.